St. Mary's seems to be a place where it reaches out to the community. The dream that Pastor Brown had, the vision, was to feed the needy here. And they would come over and they'd prepare food, and the ladies here would actually serve the food that was prepared.
Come on down the line, honey.
After the storm, it continued from 2 days a week to 5 days a week.
It was hours after the hurricane. Pastor Brown was in the kitchen with a flashlight preparing a meal. He had went in his pantry and literally cleaned it out.
When I came over here around 8:30 that morning, I could not believe the sight that I seen. When I saw the devastation of the roof, the mantle, and the inside of the building, the amount of water that came into the place, the number of ceiling tiles had fallen, sheetrock that had fallen, I could not believe what my eyes were seeing.
They were feeding 650 people a day when I came in, and they didn't know where food was coming from.
Laura came through the building during the time that we were feeding, and because of that, she saw the need that was here, and she just took on the challenge.
Lori Kinsey was one of our angels. We've had many angels that come our way.
I had called a local flat roofing company in Baltimore, spoke with them, and they told me about the fund that the NRCA was putting together.
We were able to put this thing together very quickly and get immediate relief to these people. I mean, this facility was leaking like a sieve, and they're trying to feed people, and so we were able to get in and get it watertight immediately, and allowed them to stay in operation and feed those people, which had a positive impact on the community.
We're roofing contractors, it's what we do. We were working in the area, and we were fortunate to have the opportunity to help and do something that directly helps people. I think we've all been a little frustrated by the inefficiency of government and various agencies to deal with the problems, and here, this is something we could do. There's no overhead, there's no agency, there's nobody but just us and the project, and we're able to get in and truly make a difference, and we think that's important.
When we first got down to New Orleans, there was no power. I-10 was underwater. There's no place to buy food. We brought our own supplies, tractor trailer with water, which we ended up giving a lot out to the people who live in New Orleans.
At the offset, I lost about 32 guys, good trained workers, journeymen. So the challenge was to coordinate and get people willing to work to come in and do the job. And that's the whole area. We reframed the mansard that you see there. They couldn't do the roof without the mansard.
I am just so amazed and so excited that someone would take the time to come in, to leave their busy schedule, and to come in and give a hand to people who really need it the most.
I, as one person, could never have done any of this without the assistance of an established association with established connections and with a heart to reach out.
This is important work that NRCA is doing, and it has a direct benefit to the people that actually are needy, the people that actually need help. It's not going into some big pot somewhere.
These people had the spirit that you would not believe. You'd never know they just lost everything they had. All their houses were gone, and they were living in a trailer, and they were making do. I still keep in touch with those people as of today.
You know, we like to feel like we make a difference, and lots of times you just give money to something and it's very, very impersonal. You do it because it's the right thing to do, but here you can actually see it, physically see it, feel it, touch it, and see the results of actually making a difference. And that makes us feel pretty good, and personally to be doing it as our company, but also to be doing it as part of the NRCA Disaster Relief Project and working with people in NRCA, an organization that we think so much of and been such a part of our lives for many, many years. So it's a good feeling for us, I'll tell you that.
For me, out of this all, I know that there are people that care. Sometimes you hear so much of how loveless our society is and how uncaring our society is. But I've seen since Katrina a love that I had never ever seen before. And I knew it was embedded in the American people. But I think Katrina has brought the best out of everybody.
The storm is past.